Hello, this is Dr. Mia Luth. It is April 23rd, 2026. It's 5:31 p.m. Eastern Time, New York, USA. And this is my statement. I appreciate the fact that I can do this on YouTube. I'm telling people why I stopped talking about it and why I have very little respect for certain males. Females, I'll get to you later. I mean, the males of the collective NHL have wasted my time and my potential. Some of them are earning good livings, and they are sissy fucking cowards who should not be in the jobs they are in because it is a multi-billion-dollar business dealing with athletes, which is something I understand. I mean, it was bad enough that some of us, time and time again, when it came to the Washington Capitals, did everything we could to try and get people in the door and butts in seats. And we just kept going. Where we kept going through the strike, and we kept going through this, and we kept going through that. Player personnel carousel, coaches carousel. And then one guy comes up from the AHL. Gentlemen, put your fucking butthurt prides aside. You'll ignore me. Just like everybody else who shouldn't have. Because I don't have a penis. Or because I wasn't born in the right family. Which is bullshit. Certain coach comes up and totally fucks over 3 to 4 goalies straight out the gate. I had to look at his first year as rookie coach mistakes. But that guy came up from the AHL, and he was still thinking AHL, not NHL. He was not able to rise to the occasion that the Washington Capitals had built. If I was management or ownership, I would have been rip-roaring pissed off about it. If I was the general manager and I found out that the head coach had promised a goalie, that goalie was going to play on a certain day, and that goalie invited his entire family to make a day of it for his family and do his job, and I found out that fucking head coach had texted the goalie to tell him he's not playing, I would have told the 2 assistant coaches, or 3, or however many fucking useless penises you have on benches these days, gentlemen. You guys run practice, because the head coach and I are going to clean toilets and trash cans and have a nice long chat together. Cowards online. Passive aggressive, petty motherfuckers online. What does God do? Nothing. Some of you people should not be in the National Hockey League. Now, when it comes to the Winnipeg Jets, if there was a situation where if I was a GM, right, and I started noticing the pattern that the team and the coaching staff, particularly the head coach and certain players, were being, sort of pushed and shoved and everything else by the press and some other people for answers that they didn't really have because the onus was not on them to have those answers. I certainly would not have cowardly be going into my general manager's office every day feeling good about myself and waiting until the mid-season press conference. I would have jumped in and said, well, these things work this way, so you're giving the head coach trouble for this, and you think the coach is responsible for that, but that's not how it is, and we have to do this and we have to do that, and some of you need to fucking leave the goddamn head coach and the players alone, is what I would have done, because it was the right thing to do. Gentlemen, my whole life, dudes have used me as a shield, even. Right? They got scared because someone had a loaded weapon. Instead, they ran behind me and hid. So I'm standing there with someone pointing a loaded weapon at me. I have no respect for you, old boys club. Because as far as I am concerned, you are a bunch of sissy fucking cowards. I don't mind conflict. Conflict fucking happens, man. I don't mind real life because reality fucking happens. But a lot of you want to crawl back up into your mommy's fucking hoo-hoos and be protected from everything. And it is wrong to do that. And expect females to be all demure and feminine for you. You fucking cowards. There are people getting paid in NHL franchises who make bad decisions, but it's camaraderie and this and that and the fucking other. No, it's a fucking billion-dollar goddamn business. And they're not entertainers, they're athletes. But if a head coach can't fucking look a guy in the eyes over Skype or at practice, or at the very least make a fucking phone call to explain why, has to change the fact that you're going to be the starting goalie or whatever. If you can't do that, then I don't know why you exist on Earth. You're the reason the females have to be more like men. You are. You have wasted my time and my potential. And I am so ripper pissed off about it. I refuse to talk to God because he's the head penis. I would be way better at some of these jobs and some of these franchises. I have no respect for some of you. And I'm pissed off. Because you keep fucking talking to me about Jesus and God and all this other crap. And I'm like, yes, well, God is the one responsible for wasting my potential on earth. No coach in the National fucking Hockey League should be texting someone to tell them hours before they're meant to play, oh, well, I decided you're a healthy scratch. Coward, 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 coward. No GM in the NHL should allow their coaching staff and their players to keep taking hits and trying to answer questions that they do not have answers for because it's fucking management's job to do that and hide in their fucking office. There is no way, if I were a GM, I would allow that to keep happening. And I would spend time educating the press and the public on how things actually work in the National fucking Hockey League. And losing on purpose will never be the right thing to do. You sissy freaking pussies. Zero respect for any of you. You're the reason, penises, that I'm like this.